Yo, what up, gang? I'm the Predator Trader, better known as TPT Concepts. Today is November 4th, 2025. The time is now 10:14 a.m. Today we will be trading some ETFs, SPY, GLD, IBIT, the usual. Okay, gang, but before we get into the charts, you know what we got to do, get a word from Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Today's word comes from Proverbs chapter 12, verse 25, and it reads, Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up. And I'll read it one more time, gang. This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 25. And it reads, Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up. And again, gang, these verses be something that I specifically choose. All right. And as for anxiety weighing down the heart, what I'm getting from this is pretty much, again, gang, when you're nervous about stuff that you cannot control, that creates anxiety. But God says here, but a kind word cheers it up. Meaning, if you tell yourself that God has your back and He will never forsake you, it will cheer you up, give you the strength to continue. Okay? Real simple, gang. All right? And that's Proverbs chapter 12, verse 25. Okay? In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, gang, before you hop into the technicals, you always come to forexfactory.com, see if you have any news. All right, today is November 4th, so it's election day, so that's pretty much volatility in itself, but we don't have any USD news here, you see? No red or orange folders today. So let's hop down into this top-down analysis. The time is now 10:16 a.m. Okay, and I specifically come to the charts around this time because I want to wait for the 1 hour candle to close. All right, gang. So this is what a top-down analysis is if you're new to the channel. All right, and if you're new to the channel, I greatly appreciate a like and subscribe and hit that notifications bell. And if you are not new to the channel, let's go ahead and get into it, gang. And again, gang, a top-down analysis is pretty much marking up key support and resistance levels. All right, so we are clearly bearish, all right, today on SPY. We're trading below the 9-period EMA. All right. We can clearly see prices moving up here. Made a nice bottom wick. Now it's pushing up. All right. Let's see here. Let's go down to the 1 hour. I'm going to mark up this 1 hour low. And I'm going to mark up the body. Boom. Okay. And I'm going to mark up this support right here. All right. So let's see here. There's resistance. Let's go down to the 30-minute. Okay. Here's the 30-minute. We got a support here. All right. So let's see. If price give me a break and retest, I'll take buys above here, which is pretty much range two. Shoot. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Go down to the 15-minute. Okay, gang. You see price just made a support, just pretty much pushed up. Mm, I'll take sales below here. Yeah, price closes back below here. I'll also be taking sales below here. Yeah, we get a closure back below here. I got price coming down to fill this 1 hour, the body of that 1 hour candle. Okay. All right. And you see what price done here in the past. You get a closure above and a retest, you get a push up. So I won't trade in this zone right here today. All right, but I will take, to be honest, gang, that will be a range two. You see, here's range one, here's range two. So we get a breakout above this level here. I'll take buys coming up. Yeah, yeah, it'll look something like that. Okay, so we get a closure above here. I'll take buys coming up. That's here on SPY. We got about 10 minutes for that 30-minute and 1 hour counter to close. So see what price want to do. And again, gang, even if I was here earlier, I don't see any entry that I would have taken, which is why I come to the charts at a certain time now. Because trading is 90% waiting. So if you can come around a time where um you feel like you trade the best, and that's why I keep a journal. All right, I'll probably look for a position to around 12:30 potentially. I'll let two 1 hour candles close. All right. So here's the top down analysis for SPY. Okay. I'll take buys above here with a closure. And I'll take sales below this level. All right. Nice clean traffic coming down. Matter of fact, here's my vantage point right in here. All right. Okay, gang. So this is what we have here for SPY right now. All right. Time's now 10:21. And I am bearish on SPY today. But I will take buys above that level because it will be a what gang? A range two breakout. All right. Well, we see this current 15-minute candle have little to no bottom wick, so let's just be patient. All right. Still trading underneath this support. All right, but I am willing to take buys above this level for today. All right. But my job is not to guess and all of that. I just have to wait for candles to close. All right. So that is SPY. Let me go to my trading constitution real quick. I already got to create one for November. Okay, gang. So let's go look at GLD. All right, GLD, we're currently bearish, still trading below the 9 p.m. EMA. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Time is now 10:22 a.m. Okay, this 1 hour candle created a nice bottom wick here. Okay, so pretty much, gang, we're just marking up the high and low of the 1 hour candle. All right, let's go to the 30-minute. All right, 30-minute, you see we're making a resistance here. And to be honest, it's pretty much nothing but space below this level here. Hmm. Let's see. Alrighty. Okay. So what we have here is, yeah, I might be looking at something like, okay, gang. And you see, when I mark the levels up, I'm just looking to the left to see what price has done in the past. All right, moved up, moved up. Let's go down to the 15-minute time. Okay. On the 15 minute, you see here, got a support. Hmm, Also got a support here. Should probably do sales below here. So this got a resistance made. Let's see here. Wait for this 30-minute counter to close. And again, you see this candle have little to no top wick. Well, yeah, to be honest, gang, it look like this might be what I have here. Let's go down to the, yeah, lines above here. Okay, gang. So this is what we got right here. No trade zone. And you see, I got this level from this candle here. So if we get price to close below, we could potentially get a pushback down. Let's see. Nice advantage point. All right. What about 3 minutes? Okay, gang. So that's what I'm looking at here today on GLD. I'll take buys above here. The price is pulling back. Now, I had to be patient and wait for that counter to close. But I am willing to take sales below here to come back and retest this the support, because I am bearish on GLD. Okay, again, we got just 3 minutes here before this candle close, so let's be patient. Take buys above here. That'll be a range two. All right, range one, range two. So if it break out, I'll take those buys coming up. All right, because we see what price has done here in the past. Okay, pushed up. When it get above these levels, it pushes up. All right, do something like this. Make it realistic. Okay, gang. Let's be patient here. Let's go to IBIT. Do this tight on analysis real quick. We're bearish, trading below the 9 period EMA. All right, let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. This 1 hour candle closes in 2 minutes. All righty. So it look like we made a nice bottom wick, top wick. Here's the body. All right. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. Okay. Let's go to the 30. All right. Trading below the support as well. So what I have here is this is clearly a no trade zone right here. All right. And what's the 15? I'm willing to take sales below here to come fill this wick. Let me look left for some price action. Okay. Okay. So I got buys above here. Rearrange too. I'm not gonna trade. Yeah, it's a big no trade zone, but that's okay with me. Alrighty. So this is what I have today here on IBIT. All right, we got a resistance up here. We're trading within a huge no trade zone for me. All right, and you can see prices are already just moving sideways. Hold on a second. Let's see how this candle closed on SPY in a no trade zone. Okay, gang. We might have a short position here on GLD. Let's see here. All right, we get a nice top wick. We'll take sales coming down. Let's see here. GOD. What's today? All right. See what we got going on here. And again, we got a closure below. Let's see, price made a support. Let's see. No, again, price just made another range for us. So what we'll do is be patient so we won't get caught up in the chop. Yeah, that's what we'll do here today. Oh, wait. Oh, we'll wait. That's what I have here today. Boom. Okay. Yeah, it's a resistance here. And then you also see one here. See how close that is? So I'll just wait here today, wait for closures above here, and just take the breakout because it'll be a range two anyway. Alrighty. Now IBIT, got a support here. Okay. And again, today is Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. The time is now 10:34 a.m. Thank you guys again for all the support. Yeah, gang, I don't want to trade in this. You see, I'll wait for a price to close above here. You see, when price close above it, push up. And again, gang, this is why I don't be in a rush to just get to the charts at 9:30 like I used to. Um, I'm not saying you don't find good positions, but kind of gotta let the big guys get up in here. Okay, let's see why like it's just pushing up. Nothing we can do about that. GLD, look like it's trying to do the same. Okay. We may find a position later on today. I never really know. But I've learned to not come to the charts and expect anything. But if you're in this buy on GLD, good trade. Good trade. I guess you can look at what price did here and here. Gotta push up and gotta push up. Yeah, but I didn't really feel comfortable taking that trade. But again, game, we get a closure above. Good shit. Here on a 30 minute, this kind of could just be coming to make a steeper top wick for this one and then flip bearish. Look at these sales coming down. We'll get a closure above here. Maybe willing to take these buys coming up. Yeah. Alrighty. To be honest, gang, if price actually comes back and breaks this candle low, then I'll probably enter a short position. That was a nice scalp though. All right, let's be patient on GLD. I bet. Huh. This previous candle had no bottom work. This is the 10-minute support. Let's see here. Let's mark up IBIT based off of this 1 hour candle closure. We got a body here, a wick, a body, a wick. So we're trading inside of the body of the 1 hour time frame. So I'm willing to take sales below here. Uh, Go down to the 30. Okay. I got price pulling back. Five above here. Yeah, two. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much what I have here for IBIT. All right, real simple. Um, yeah, real simple, straightforward. Just pretty much waiting for closures now. Each point. Okay, the previous candle on the 15 had no bottom wick, and the current candle has no top wick. So let's be patient here today. Price is clearly moving sideways right now. All right. Okay. SPY. Look like it's trying to continue to push up. Wow. Mm, okay. GLD as well. And again, gang, I will take the breakout long here. Yeah, I just did not see an entry here. 4 minutes for this 15-minute candle to close here on SPY. If we get a closure above, let's see if we can push up to these levels. Okay. Again, gang, thanks for all the support. Time is now 10:41 a.m. And if you want to trade with me or just contact me, you can reach out to me on Instagram at the Prather Trader underscore. Leave comments to help me better the content. Alrighty. Hmm. Okay. Well, let's see how this candle closes. Mhm. Yeah, you have buyers step in here. Excuse me. Buyers step in here. Um, Price made a resistance, came down, made a support. Like price came back to retest that resistance. Alrighty. And again, gang, if we were here at 9:30 like we used to be, we would have been just pretty much sitting through all of this instead of what we're sitting through now. And you see how in this 15-minute candle is pulling back. All right. Buyers definitely have stepped in the market, gang. You see what I mean, gang? This candle gave the previous candle a bottom wick. All right. That's why we be careful. Candles in the bottom wicks. We'll use the support here. Mhm. This candle here. Nice. It looks like it was a nice move out the open. But again, gang, I would not have been in these buys. I'm gonna be honest. Price made a support and just kept pushing up. I mean, nah. Okay, here on GLD. I bet support here on a 10. Let's see. Nice clean traffic coming down. Price is pushing. Okay, again, let's see what IBIT want to do. Want to close below that level. We'll take the short to come fill that wick. SPY close in the range. Uh, nice long position here on GLD if you took it. Time is now 10:46. Make sure it really came and gave this kind of bottom wick. All right. And the bigger the no trade zone, the more likely it's going to be a no trade day. But let's just be patient here. Could get a closure below this level. Hmm. All right, then we got 12 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. To be honest, gang, I'm gonna keep this right here. This previous 1 hour high. And I might take sales below. See a price one. Yeah, yeah, I can use that 1 hour. Um, okay, that's what I have here, man. And I got that level from the 1 hour time frame. This was the previous 1 hour high. So we trade back inside of this. I got price coming down to make a bottom wick for the current candle and potentially coming to fill this wick. Let's see. Okay, we're going price action to kind of pull back for us now. Let's see. Could be looking for potential shorts here on GLD. All right, we did get a closure below. We got a nice top wick. Let's see here. Price. All right. You see here we got price to close back inside of the previous 1 hour candle. So we want to see if it want to come down and retest the support. All right. Okay. Here on IBIT, we still got about 8 minutes for that 15-minute candle to close. SPY still in the no trade zone. On GLD, let's see. The current candle have little to no top wick, so definitely got to be careful with that. But again, we did get a closure back inside the range. Nice top wick, retesting it. So price come down in these levels. I figure it will keep pushing down. All right. And this would be considered like a, you could say a paid position. Oh wow. We are getting a push here on got a closure below on the 3 minute. Wow. Okay. Really, I mean, we had a closure on a 3 minute, but I mean, wow. Maybe we get a pullback on that. Let's see what's going on here on GLD. Wow. Hmm. Okay, gang. I am short GLD. See if we can get a push down. Ooh, okay. Now SPY. Still got about 4 minutes for this candle to close. Let's see if we get a push down here on GLD. Keep the stop loss above the current candle high. All right. And here on the 10 minute, we got I have marked up this 1 hour candle. Um, we got a closure back below this previous high. Um, so now I want to see if we want to come down and get the body of the 1 hour candle and potentially come down to fill this wick. All right. So just be patient, gang, and just wait on price action. That's all we can do. Okay. Thanks again for all the support. I am the Prather Trader, TPT Concepts. And again, gang, I had this trade drawn out before I entered it right here. You see what price did here when it closed back below. It retested its support. So as traders, that's all we can do. All right. And I was bearish on the day. This would be considered, I guess you could say, a fade position. Again, a position I've been working on. So let's see how that plays out. Okay. Go ahead and journal it real quick. All right, today is the 4th. I took it around what, about 10, I guess about 10:50, something like that. And gang, it's real simple, gang. All you do is take a screenshot of the trade. All right. Now let me go ahead and pull up my had a bearish bias. All right. Stop loss, the vantage point, everything was already in place before the trade. Um, and I got my closure. Retest with the top wick. Confirmation was a break of the previous kind of lows. All right. And you see here, I drew my ranges. I have my clean traffic. Here's clean traffic here to the left. So you just see a price from push down. Mhm. Yeah, I keep my stop loss up in here. Pretty much a closure back above the range. I'll be out of it. So yeah, this is a good picture right here. Have everything, my trading plan drawn out, stop loss, all of that. Copy that link. Just go to your Google spreadsheet. Real simple. I think I showed you guys before. All right, and I guess I entered the trade around 10:50. Thank you guys again for all the support. Let's see. This is GLD. All right. This candle closes in 30 seconds. This 10-minute candle. I want to see a price on the Come back down and retest the support here because we are trading below this resistance and we have nice clean candles here to the left. Okay. Everything closed below. But yeah, that was a little, I bit a little too overextended for me. SPY did get a nice close below, but it didn't really have a tower. Okay. I got a nice resistance here on the 15 and a nice rejection on a 30. Let's see. What the 1 hour is continuing to push up. Gonna be coming to make a top wick to continue to push down. Because this candle did open with little to no bottom wick. So and again, gang, I had to enter the position. You see what price did here in the past. All right. And it closed below. Broke the low of the previous candle, clean traffic to the left. All right. Okay. Let's be patient here and just wait on price action, gang. As long as we got price trading below that level, I'll be in. Little to no bottom wick on the 30, so maybe this candle can come flip back bearish for us and keep pushing down. All right. Let's see, gang. Be patient, gang, and wait on price action. That's all we can do. I hope that music not too loud, gang. Let's see. Okay, gang. I'm thinking about taking a short here on SPY as well. If price come down and break its own lows, because we got a closure below. And we have clean traffic here to the left. So let's see here. We go to SPY. Yeah, we got a closure below. Nice top whip to retest the range. All right, that's what I had drawn out before. So see what price want to do, gang. All right, see what price did over here. Okay. All right, GLD. See if we can get this counter to flip bearish. Potentially. All right. And again, gang, it's all about probabilities. I'll go back and look at the trade, see what I could have done better. right. Mm, I like to see this rejection. I just want to see it come flip bears for us. Yeah, I might have could have been more patient. It's all good, gang. That's why we doing this in real time. Yes, sir. All right, the time is now 11:05 a.m. Let's see if we can get price to. All right. Um, let's see. Oh, wait. All right. Let's see if price want to continue to push down, gang. Feel that wick. Got a closure below with a nice top wick. I had to enter. Let's see. See if price want to continue to push down for us. All right, GLD. Look like it coming to stop us out here, gang. Oh, all right. But yeah, I'll be patient. Maybe we get price to pull back. All right. You know, SVY. Okay. GLD. Look like we're trying to push up and fill this wick, but no, I'll be patient. Still got 21 minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. It still does not have a bottom wick, so it could flip bearish at any time. Trying to learn how to hold my positions and trade what I originally thought. All right. And don't let fear or anything like that get me out of my trade. All right. Here on SPY. See if we can get price to come fill this whip potentially. But then we got this nice clean traffic here to the left. All right. Yeah, I do want to see this candle kind of break its own lows. Because when it breaks its own lows, it could potentially fill this wick and then come down and get that clean traffic there to the left. Okay. Yeah, it's not really looking too good, but let's be patient. Let's be patient, guys. And again, gang, I'm just going off of what price did here in the past. All right. Budget below, you get a push down. And again, I'm bearish on SPY as well. So, you know, had to take those. All right. Matter of fact, I need to get a picture of this trade. Okay. I got a closure. All right. Closure back in the range. Got a retest as well with that nice top wick. And the confirmation was a break of the current candle low. So I had to hop into this trade. I'm gonna get a picture of it and journal it. All right. See. See if we can get price to come hit this advantage point. Okay, GLD. Huh, made a support here on the 10 minute. So I'll just get out of that. It's not going the way I intended upon it. So I will exit this position. Um, Get lost there on GLD. See what SPY want to do. All right, we broke its own lows, but still, let's see if we get a push down here. Let's see, yeah, 16 minutes for that 30-minute counter to close. And yeah, GOD could, still pull back. I might have just got in too early, and that's okay. All right, that is okay. Let's see how this SPY trade plays out. Time is now 11:14 a.m. Look like we tried to fill that wick. We'll see if price can try to fill it again. But this time, just keep going through and push down. Again, we got a nice top wick, got the closure below. So All right. Yeah, again, we were making consecutive higher lows here on GLD. Might have could have been more patient, but probably still the luck is coming down today. I might have just got in a tad bit too early. As far as SPY, we got a closure below a retest. I just want to see price continue to push down, honestly. But it's not what we want. It's price action, guys. So we got 14 minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. Okay. Um, and again, GLD definitely made a support here on the 30. Um, Yeah, I should have been more patient, even though I was bearish. All I got was a little closure back, thinking I was coming back to retest the support. You cannot assume in price action. All right. Wow. Look at that. The price gonna continuing up. So I'm glad I got out of that position. Okay. Um, bit. I just couldn't find an entry, but right now, short SPY. Let's see if we can get price to push down, gang. All right, took one loss on GLD. Make sure I mark that up. All right. Uh, okay. Wow, we got this kind of flipping bullish on SPY, even though we did get a closure below. Okay. Hmm. Wait. Okay, gang. Could have just been a tad bit too early today on both of these trades. And the trade that I thought I didn't have an entry on, which is IBIT, came down smooth. Wow. That's cool. That's cool. Shit. All right, I guess I took that trade around 10:50. The GLD trade, and I took SPY trade around 11. I guess you can say it's a fade. Well, there's a breakout for SPY. Okay, so IBIT, that was a good short. Let's see what SPY want to do. I want to see if we want to continue to push down. So I took a breakout on SPY and a fade. Took this off the 30. And I took the GLD off the 10 minute. How about gang? I'm on the other screen, journaling these trades real quick. All right. Okay. Wow, GOD. Definitely feel that wick here on the 30-minute time frame. Mm. And I should have been more aware. All right, you can clearly see prices making higher lows and higher highs. Okay, so can't blame the market. All right, now on the 10-minute, we got a closure below. 15-minute closure, retest, retest. I just want to see a price on it has filled its wick or it's trying to. I want to say once it filled that wick game, we should be able to come get this clean traffic and potentially fill this wick here too. All right. Yep. All right. Let's see what's going on here for. I want to see price come down and hit this advantage point. Potentially just take profit. Okay. Well, I bit smashing down, but that's okay because on a good note, I am gonna buy some IBIT for my portfolio. Let's see what okay, Tesla down, Amazon down, silver down. Okay, okay. All right, and then SPY to fill the wick. It did fill the wick, gang. Now it's pulling back. All right, did fill the wick. Now it is pulling back. All right, time is now 11:22. So just be patient, gang, and wait on price action. And gang, we did break the low of the previous candle, so really all we can do is just wait, see if we can get a push down. Thanks again for all the support, gang. I am the Pray Trader. This is the second trade we took today. All right. Took a loss on GLD. All right. When we went back to look at the trade, we definitely saw higher lows and higher highs. Like, come on, gang. I got to do better. But yeah, this is why I created this channel. All right. Full disclosure, I've been trading 2 years. We all know that. Not yet profitable, but this is what we're here for, to get better. All right. Not to run from it. Not to run from it. All right. We're not really focused on making money or anything right now. We're just trading, guy. All right. We got about 6 minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. Okay, gang. You did not want to see this candle come flip bullish. But we'll be patient here. We did break the previous kind of lows, and we will be making a lower high. So, and I'm bearish. Hmm, Let's see. Hmm. No, I did not want to see the 15 create a support or the 10-minute time frame. The 1 hour candle is about to close bearish though. So I'll just wait to see. All right. About to get a bearish 1 hour candle. Open with no top wick. Ah, no, that's all good. Let's just be patient, gang. See what price want to do. Definitely did when that candle to open with a top wick and drive the other way. All right. So now we definitely do need price to break these lows in order for us to even think that we're pushing down. All right. So and it's like that bottom wick is like they caught sellers. Now they want to like go retest this resistance, but you never know. So let's just be patient, gang. Wait on price action. Thanks again for all the support. Okay, gang. Price gave us a top wick now. We do want to see it break its own lows. Potentially come fill this wick and push down. All right. And the bearish candle closure in the 1 hour is what we wanted to see. Okay. Let's be patient because we did get a lot of buyer stuff into the market. Okay. We made a support on the 15 and on the 10, but it's all good. Gonna stay positive. Okay. Stay in this trade. We planned it out. Let's see what price do, guy. Okay, gang. We did get a nice top wick and we did break the current candle lows. But again, gang, trading is all about probabilities. So let's see if we can potentially get this wick fill and then get this clean traffic here to the left. All right. And again, gang, we're just going off what price action did here to the left. Okay. We are bearish on the day, so just be patient and wait on price action. All right, this is our second trade of the day. We took a small loss here on GLD. See if I can bring it up here. Right here. Matter of fact, give me a second real quick. Oh, a fade position. Took a loss on this. All right. Price went in our favor a little bit. All right. You see what price did here. And again, I moved my zones during the session. Okay. Like I said, I wouldn't do before. Did it again. And every time I do it, I get spanked by the market, gang. You feel me? So feel like I got in here too early. The price came, stopped me out. That was the first trade we took here on GLD. And I want to say I showed you guys those trades on the other video too. Let's see. When I had moved my levels, but I gotta find it. Let's see. Yeah, GLD. You see here, horrible trade. Previous candle, no top wick, just horrible. Trading inside the chop. All right, just horrible. I had an overall green month, but I gotta get better. All right, here go another fade position that I claim I'm working on, but I'm trading it horrible, gang. You know what I mean? I gotta be more patient. All right, I gotta get better, gang. Simple. All right, price is pulling back on us. Could have potentially. Um, we made a resistance beneath the support, but that don't necessarily mean anything. Okay, okay, gang. I'll be patient here. Wow, GLD really pushed up, huh? Okay. ASPY, look like it's making a support. Could be coming to potentially retest this resistance, but we definitely want price to go the other way. All right. We're managing on the 1 hour. Um, and I'm glad this is happening in real time on these videos, guy. I'm not gonna run from it no more. It is what it is. It'll make me trade better. It'll make me trade better. Yep. 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 Wow. Mm-mm-mm-mm. It's almost like I had the worst the not a good read on price today. Maybe my head wasn't in it or something. Not sure. Huh. There's a short tree here on IBIT right here. Wow. As far as go, probably should have just stayed away from this, all right? Because it's pretty much just chop, really no clean traffic. And as far as SPY, huh? I did think we get a push down here, but I will just be patient, gang. Wait on price action. Time is now 11:40. On the 30 minute, you got a closure below. Nice top whip, break of the previous kind of low. Clean traffic to the left, but that doesn't mean that price has to go down. You're seeing what just happened here on GLD. Um, and again, trading is all about probabilities. Just be patient. Just wait on price action. Okay, gang. Let's see if we can get price to continue to fill this wick and potentially get this clean candle here to the left. And again, gang, to get into this position, I look left. I've seen what price did here before. We got a closure below. All right. A nice clean candle here to the left. All right. We haven't quite broken the previous candle wick. All right, but we have attempted to fill the wick a few times. And we have broken the current candle low multiple times. But again, gang, trading, you have to be mentally tough for this. All right. You definitely got to be mentally tough. But we got this game. Time was now 11:48 a.m. Let's see if we can get price to hit the advantage point and potentially just take profit. All right. Thanks again for all the support, gang. And if there's anything you feel like I could do better, I know there's plenty of things I could do better, but I would definitely love to have a accountability partner. You can reach out to me on Instagram at the Playthrough Trader underscore. And I went over my top down analysis and explain why I entered this position. If you rewind the video. And again, gang, this is my second trade of the day. First trade took a loss on GLD. I guess you could say it was a dumb loss. When I go back and look at it, I clearly see GLD consistently making higher lows and higher highs, but I still entered a short position because of my bearish bias, and that's what I'm working on getting better at. Okay, and again, this current candle is attempting to fill this wick. I feel like if we can fill that wick, gang, we can push on down, but you never know. Nothing in trading is quote unquote guaranteed. You just gotta be patient, gang, and wait on price action. You already know the motto. Thanks again for all the support. I greatly appreciate it. Like and subscribe. All right. Thank you guys. And again, gang, you see price, you got a closure below, broke the previous kind of lows. All right. You expect for price to continue to push down and retest the support with these clean candle to the left. But hey, again, gang, trading, you feel me? If it was so easy, you feel me? Everybody would do it. But it's all mental. All right. We took that first loss on GLD. Saw another position. Got into the market, no fear. And again, gang, I'm gonna just be patient here. Wait on price action. Got a nice top whip. Again, gang, I got everything that I needed to enter the position. So I had to do it. Got the closure, the retest, the confirmation. All right. So I'll be patient here and just wait on price action. See what price did here in the past when it found a resistance here or close back in this level. You see it push down to these levels here. All right. So, all right. We got price pulling back now. Look like price is kind of moving sideways. Okay, gang, now I'm stepping back bullish. Okay, gang, let's just be patient. Just wait on price action. All right. I want to see price come down to these levels and potentially down here. Okay, gang. This 30-minute candle closes in about 40 seconds. We do want to see price trading below this level again. We got this level from price action here to the left that happened here on Friday. All right, kind of chopped around and pushed down to these levels here. Um, Price is broken the previous kind of low, current kind of low multiple times, but could actually be like a fake out going on. But I'll be patient here. Wait on price action. These candles are getting weak, bearish. Um, okay. Yeah, with GLD, I should have been a tad bit more patient. But it's all good because I am going to be honest on my trading constitution. Gave myself a C for that trade. That was, let me look at it one more time. Like, come on, gang. Wait a 30-minute support. The price was kind of moving sideways. You know what I mean? It was moving sideways. Gave us a bottom, a wick to fill. He'll just no excuse, gang. Never should have traded this today at all. All right. As far as IBIT, we did have some clean traffic here on the 10-minute. All right. But we didn't want to take our sales in the middle of this range. You see what I mean? Like this candle is in the middle of this range. It could easily pull back up, but you don't really see entry there either. But as far as SPY, these this was the second trade I took. Now I want to see if we can get price to continue to push down. We have already broken the previous kind of lows, you see? Nice clean traffic here to the left. Yeah. All you can do, gang, is just wait. All right. Glad we got on that GLD trade when we did. I'm learning how to, get out of trades faster. Not being afraid to be wrong. It is what it is. You know what I mean? That's a part of trading. And you're not necessarily wrong, gang. It's too many people involved. Too many quote unquote buyers and sellers. You feel me? All right. Let's see if I can pull up my constitution over here. And the constitution is pretty much, let's see, I think I took, let me see here. Um, Friday, yeah, GLD. I was bearish on GLD Friday. Let me see. I believe so. Yeah, I was bearish. Hmm. No, yeah. This was a horrible trade as well. Do better, bro. Every time it's not an A trade, you know you're gonna lose, guy. So if you don't follow your setup how you supposed to, like that's why this SPY trade, y'all can actually hear the difference in my voice, hear the difference in everything because I did not move these levels. All right. This is what I planned out from the beginning or whatever. But GLD, I moved my levels like I did on the video I showed y'all before. You feel me? It's like, bro, I gotta do better, gang. Today, which is November. This what happened today, gang. All right, first trade. Should have waited just a little bit longer. I would have realized that price was moving in an uptrend. Okay, even though we were bearish, we were still moving up. Okay, and I had showed you guys that, and I'll show you one more time. This is a trade that we're currently in right now. We're short SPY, trying to see if we can get price to come fill this range. Okay, so all right, it filled a wick. Now let's see if we want to fill this clean traffic here to the left. All right, time is now 12:05 p.m. 12:05 p.m. All right, this is IBIT still tanking. All right, so GLD gang, go to the 15-minute time frame. Like, look, gang, it's a stair ladder, it's a step ladder. Not and I get price to close below right here, and I just hop into a sell. Like, come on, bro, like that, and this not even clean traffic. You feel me? Clearly got a support right here. The clean traffic is under this support. All right. And if you go back and see the video, you've seen that I marked this up and I moved my level. I have to do better. I can't be moving my level. All right. Let's see if SPY want to continue to push down, gang. This 15-minute candle does not have a top wick, and that is concerning. It's concerning that price does not want to fill this wick. And you know what? Let's see. Just be patient, guy, because it's psychological. All right. I could have got down, super down on myself for taking that idiotic trade, or I could regroup and be in the trade we in now and see what happens. All right. Thank you guys again for all the support. Greatly appreciate it. If you're enjoying the content, greatly appreciate it. Like and subscribe to the channel. This is my first trading day of the month. All right. Trade. Keep pushing, price. Keep pushing. Hit that advantage point for us. You see how when we get close to the levels that we mark off, we get rejections, and that's good because that means we marked off the right level. But yeah, we do want price to hit it. But again, we cannot control this stuff. We just gotta wait. All right. And again, we have nice clean candles here to the left. All right. Price did kind of chop up, but I held all the way through this chop. Okay. To see if price wanna come retest the support down here. Got about 1 minute for this 10-minute candle closure. And again, price have made consecutive lower highs, you see? Lower high, broke the previous kind of low. And there's clean traffic and a wick to fill here to the left. And I believe that wick is a support on a smaller time frame. Yeah, you see on a smaller time frame that wick field is pretty much the support here. Okay. Less than 30 seconds. And you see price still have yet to hit um the advantage point. 12:10, 12:10 is the time. All right. We'll continue to manage this trade. And yeah, we typically don't be in trades this long, but it's all good, gang. Let's see if price gonna retest this support. And it could pull back before doing so, or it could just push straight down for us. We don't know. So let's be patient, gang, and just wait on price action. Okay, gang. Price hit the advantage point. See if we can push down and potentially hit the take profit down in these levels here. Okay. Because again, there's nothing but clean candle here. All right. Clean candle here to the left for price to come fill. What you see? Price get to his levels rejecting, just like it did in the past. And again, gang, I am the Pray the Trader. Thank you guys again for all the support. We bounce back strong, gang. It's all psychology. That GLD trade, Gotta do better. Gotta do better, gang. Move our stop loss to break even. Okay. See if we can get price to run, gang. All right. Maybe we can get price to potentially run all the way down to fit his wick. All right. Let's just be patient and just wait on price action. Okay, gang, we see how we got price flirting around this advantage point. We want price to actually do what it's doing now, which is break its own lows and potentially come retest its support from this morning and fill this wick. Okay. So let's be patient here, gang, and just wait on price action. Thanks again for all the support. And this is how you work on your psychology in real time. The GLD trade, yeah. When you look back on it, come on, gang, got to do better. But see another setup. Don't be afraid to happen to it. And not only get that money back, but get more. Okay. So thank you guys again for all the support. Love you guys, man. Let's see how this trade plays out. Okay, gang, price giving us that push that we wanted. Let's see here. Keep pushing, keep pushing. All right. So I'm almost about to hit the take profit level. This was a great trade, gang. Great trade. Great trade. Should have been the only trade we took today, but it's okay, gang. All right. It is okay. It's okay. Can't beat yourself up over every mistake that you make. Just regroup. All right. We are human beings at the end of the day. So don't beat yourself up. Okay. Boom. What a trade. Take a picture of that. All right. Way to bounce back, gang. Way to bounce back. Let's see. Yeah, took a loss here on GLD, but we bounced back here on SPY. I want to see if price want to continue to fill this wick. All right. Great trade. Great trade, gang. And I'm starting to learn that the fade position just may not be for me, gang. I'm gonna be honest. I might just need to wait for closers, all right? All right, let me journal this trade. Matter of fact, I'm actually, and you see how we get to the take profit, we kind of pulling back a little bit. Okay, let's see here. And you see how you bounce back, gang? You gotta bounce back. It's all good. Yes, sir. All right. Look at that. Took a loss at 1050, bounced back 10 minutes later. Yeah, I'm not gonna let this market scare me anymore. This fade position, gang, I gotta work on that. You know what, gang? I'm actually going to try to master the regular playbook setups before I get into the fade. You know what I'm trying to say? Because let's go back here. This is the trade we took on SPY right here. Well, let's go here to GLD. All right. Now we get what we want. You see? Had to be patient for it though. Man, I'm sure price will come back and retest its support and potentially come back down. Look, it's coming back to almost where we entered the market. But that's okay, gang, because when we took the trade, should have been paying attention. Look, higher low, higher highs. That's my fault. But here, you see, lower low, lower high. All right. Now you got price pulling back, about to come retest this support. Okay. You see here, lower high. Now price is pushing down, pulling back a little bit. Okay. Yeah, price made this support, came up, retested its resistance, then it kept pushing. So anybody that did not get all those shorts like I did, you know what I'm saying, they took a bigger loss. So instead of me taking a bigger loss, what did I do, gang? I just came to S&P, SPY, and I told you guys I saw another setup, so I hopped into it. All right, and that's what we got here. Okay. So so that is the trading session for today, gang. It was a wild one, man. First day back. All right. We'll be back here tomorrow. You feel me? Trading ETFs again, and then we're gonna trade some Forex on Friday. Okay, gang? Thank you guys again for all the support. I love you guys. I am the Pray Trader, TPT Concepts. Today is November 4th, 2025. The time is 12:23 p.m. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a session. Nice trading, gang. All right. God bless. Greatly appreciate it. Like and subscribe to the channel. I love y'all, gang.